Welcome to Old is Gold on the People's Channel, Cape Town TV. Igolide endala enexabiso. Igama lam ndinguSybil Xapa.
And my name is Joan Daries. And welcome to our show again, where we not only count the years, but we make the years count.
Yeah, Joan. On the 14th December 1990, the UN General Assembly designated the 1st of October as International Day of Older Persons. So, in sub-Saharan Africa, it is projected that the population over 65 could grow to 101 million by 2050.
That's a big number.
It's a very big number. So today is 1st of October and we are celebrating International Day for Older Persons.
And the theme, Sybil, is digital equity for all ages. And this is my bugbear, because I not a day goes by without experiencing some frustration, because I don't have the capacity to handle technology as well as I would like to do so. And next week on Old is Gold, we're going to devote a whole episode to a whole entire program to this topic, where we look at the importance of technology in modern day life and the impact that it has on senior people when they cannot navigate with technology. Because most of us were born before computers, before cell phones, before laptops, before SMSs, before Google and voice notes and TikTok and automated what's not. These things are all new and,
to us.
And strange,
so true.
and strange to us. So I'm very glad that this is the theme for International Day for Older Persons, because
too.
it's such a topical issue, and it's not just a topical issue in Africa, where the rollout of digital technology and Wi-Fi and all of that is very limited. It's even so in the most developed countries in the world as well, where senior people are finding themselves isolated and estranged. And I think it's such a shame when grandparents have to depend on their grandchildren to be able to send a voice note or a message.
And sometimes those grandchildren are not even there when they need to do something immediately, emergency.
Exactly. So I do believe that it's a very good theme for International Day
Indeed.
for older persons.
Indeed, a good theme.
Yes, and so next week we're going to have a tech expert with us who's going to talk to us about what we can do about becoming digitally savvy.
I can't wait to see him.
Yes, of course. But it's International Day for Older Persons, and we are privileged to have a message from the MEC for Social Development, Shana Fernandez, and we're going to listen to her message, and we hope that senior citizens all around Cape Town will take note of the message that she has for us today.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's important to acknowledge our senior citizens and the contribution that they make to our society. We must never forget our responsibility to care for our seniors and ensure that they remain safe and well looked after during their twilight years. The South African Constitution protects the rights of all citizens, especially the vulnerable, and this includes the elderly. Although in South Africa, 8.1% of the population is older than 60 years, our senior citizens are the pillars of our community. They are the sources of tradition, culture, knowledge, and skills. And these attributes are essential in maintaining intergenerational links. The COVID-19 pandemic has impacted the lives and livelihoods of people in many drastic ways. In many countries, older people are facing the most severe threats and challenges at this time. Although all age groups are at risk of contracting COVID-19, our senior citizens face a significantly higher risk of developing severe illness if they contract the disease due to the physiological changes that come with aging and any potential underlying health conditions. This pandemic has presented a unique set of psychological challenges for all citizens, ranging from anxiety, stress, grief, despair, and depression. I encourage you all to take a moment to hold a safe space for our citizens who have lost loved ones due to the virus. This time will undoubtedly continue to present its challenges, but I believe there is hope ahead with the government's vaccination program currently being rolled out. Let us not forget that supporting and protecting older people in society is everyone's business. In this regard, I also wish to thank everyone who has played a role and continues to play a role in helping us ensure that support services for our senior citizens across the entire spectrum of the country is maintained. Let's know that it's not old, but gold. So to all our seniors out there, I wish you well, and I pray that you will enjoy good health in your twilight years.
Welcome back to our show. Inkqubo yethu ethi igolide endala, old is gold, enexabiso on CTV channel.
Ja, en in Afrikaans sê ons oud is goud. So, viewers, it is not just International Day for Older Persons. The World Health Organization has also declared 2020 to 2030 the decade of healthy aging. And I think the COVID pandemic threw such a spotlight on health issues for senior people because they were the first people to succumb to the pandemic. And we are now going to listen to a message directly from the World Health Organization introducing the decade of healthy aging.
The world marks the 30th anniversary of the International Day of Older Persons as we reckon with the disproportionate and severe impact that the COVID-19 pandemic has wrought on older persons around the world, not only on their health, but on their rights and well-being. As we seek to recover better together, we must make concerted efforts across the decade of healthy aging, 2020-2030, to improve the lives of older persons, their families and communities. The potential of older persons is a powerful basis for sustainable development. More than ever, we must listen to their voices, suggestions and ideas to build more inclusive and age-friendly societies.
To foster healthy aging, we need to work together. Older people must be central to and fully engaged in this collaboration. The countries of the world who are our member states have endorsed the decade of healthy aging, a collaboration to improve the lives of older people, their families, and their communities. In practice, that means keeping alert for ageism and supporting older people by engaging them in the community, providing responsive health care and quality long-term care for those who need it. We hope that this will be taken up by the entire UN system. Thank you all for your commitment to ensuring older people receive the opportunities, the respect, and the care they deserve.
As the international institution for public-private cooperation, the World Economic Forum is putting its full weight behind the topic of healthy aging and longevity to create a world in which everybody can live a longer and healthier life. As someone who would fit into the category of older persons, but who looks back to nearly 20 years of a healthy and very productive life after the retirement age, you can imagine that I'm here today with you, not only with my brain, but with my heart. We would like to affirm again that the World Economic Forum is fully behind the initiative of the Decade of Healthy Aging and its utmost significance to current and future generations.
The IFA and its members pledge through the next 10 years to be an ambassador for the decade by conducting our work through the lens of the 4 action areas, by building bridges across sectors and disciplines toward a common approach, and by helping to build the capacity and capability of others through unconditional sharing and collaboration. The decade must be a unifying action, bringing together leaders and influencers in member states, as well as those working at the coalface in current and emerging issues. Unity happens when we walk together. Civil society, like the International Federation on Aging, have a responsibility to reach across the aisle and be strong partners with government. And in doing so, we are the window to the soul of a nation to ensure that no one is left behind.
We keep our aspirations for healthy, joyful aging, even as we fundamentally rethink how we see, treat, and include older people in society. Let us learn from the pandemic. Let us uncover and end age-based discrimination once and for all, and promote intergenerational solidarity. We wholeheartedly support the Decade of Healthy Aging because it offers a renewed path to galvanize concerted action, to better the lives of older people in their communities, and to leave no one behind. If we make this crisis a turning point, then older people will enjoy a more just and equal world, one with health, well-being, and dignity to be enjoyed by all at all ages. Thank you.
Welcome back from our short little break. We're going to continue on the theme of healthy aging, and I'm going to be chatting to Sybil, who is involved in a very special project at UCT involving health services to older people. Okay. So Sybil, just tell us about the work that you do at UCT. It just seems so exciting and just so up your alley, because it's almost like when we were working together, it was preparing you for this role.
Yes, definitely so. Joan, let me tell you, my job is a very enjoyable job, if I may say.
Yeah.
It doesn't give me stress at all. I'm actually enjoying it because I facilitate 4th year medical students on site in Khayelitsha. My site is in Khayelitsha. And remember, Khayelitsha, it's got plus minus 2.5 population million people. Yes, you know.
And quite a number of them must be senior citizens.
So most of people when they want to do research, they always go to Khayelitsha. So they've got a lot of resources, you know, clinics, everything is there, if I may say. So my job is to negotiate with stakeholders, number one. Number two, work with the clinics, NGOs, like Ikamva Labantu.
Yes.
Because I work very close with Ikamva Labantu. Because Ikamva Labantu, they are actually having senior citizen clubs,
yeah, I know.
you know.
Said, yeah.
And I work with them. Our students are always there doing health promotion. So my job is to negotiate with the stakeholders, ask them what is the problem? What do they want us to know? And remember, our students are also students. They are learning. So they will go there and do a research. Say, for instance, dementia is a common one in Kaelicha, and stroke. So they will ask us if we can do a research about dementia. So our student will go there and do research, like design a questionnaire. And the questionnaire must have demographics.
Yes.
And then
a survey sample.
and yes, and then later they will interview people, and then after interviewing all age people, they will come with the analysis, ne, and give it back to them. And then after that, they will do health promotion. Health promotion, we are going to teach them how to, because dementia is there.
Yes, yeah.
There's no cure, there's no medicine, but how to look after a person who's got dementia and how to cope with dementia.
Okay,
You know?
so the senior people get some benefits from
They get some
from the research,
benefits
because,
from the research.
Yeah, so they're not just research subjects; they also benefit.
Exactly, they are
because that's very
benefiting.
important, because very often, with universities and academic institutions, they go and do the research, like they're looking for lab subjects, and in the end they walk away with the results. They've learned a lot, but not much is given
And
back
then
to
our
the,
students,
to the
yes, our
clients,
students
yeah.
are going to go back to your city and give a feedback, and also be engaged to oral presentation. That's their exams.
Yes, yeah.
And yeah, because as I told you earlier on, that they are also studying.
Yes.
So it's part of their studies.
Yes.
at
So
the
how do
same
you
time.
relate to these young people, and how do they treat you? The young students. What
Wow,
is it
they
that-
respect me a lot.
Is it? Oh, that's
Let me
great.
start from there. And they gain a lot of experience from me, especially in Kaelicha.
Yeah.
And most of them, they will actually said, Sistuki, we are so pleased to be here, because remember, for health promotion, they go to radio
Yes.
station and
Okay.
talk about health promotion.
Yes.
And then the listeners are going to also phone
And ask questions.
and ask questions. So they are making a big difference in
Yeah.
our communities.
Okay,
You
that's,
know,
that's really
that's
really
the
wonderful.
beauty
So
of the
what? So
whole
you
thing.
spoke about dementia, stroke. What are the other?
And
What are the other issues?
and they design questionnaires. They design questionnaires, and then the questionnaire will write, like the topic dementia, and to educate people.
Yes.
And those posters, they design posters as well. So
okay.
those posters
So for
will
health
remain
education.
for health
Yes.
education. Sorry. So those posters will be at the clinic, everywhere in Kaelicha, libraries and so on,
Okay.
so that they educate people. So they're
Yeah.
making a huge difference in our community.
Yes, yeah. And arthritis, I must tell you the story. I went to the doctor because I had some pains in my wrist, and he just casually told me, "Oh, it's arthritis." And this was years ago. I was so mad at him. It was like, "Don't talk to me about arthritis. That's for old people." And he looked at me and he said, "We're all going to get arthritis."
And Joan,
I think,
I must say, I've got arthritis as
yeah,
well.
my mom suffered terribly.
From the family.
Yeah.
My sisters too, and my mom.
Yeah.
So
So in the health promotion, how do they do any research on arthritis? They say nobody dies of arthritis. It can just affect your quality of life.
we
very
actually,
much.
I remember we did arthritis at Ikamvalabantu. I think it was 2 years ago. And all the senior citizens were engaged, because they are all sick with arthritis. And we massage them with an oil,
Yes.
and we encourage them to do exercises, you know, because with arthritis, you must do something.
You've got to move, yes.
You've got to move all the time. So we engage them into exercises and encourage them to rub each other every morning,
Yes.
you know.
You know, and I think that's that the massaging is so good, because I think the older we become, the less touch we experience from other human beings. So massaging is just it's very good.
And the
for,
supplements, Joan.
Yes, yes.
You must, these
Yes,
days.
but you know, our parents used to, we never had lots of tablets and stuff in the house. We used natural remedies.
And
our parents, I
herbs.
don't know where my mother got the knowledge from, but she always knew if you've got a fever, this is what you do. You know, I don't know if you can remember what was it about this potatoes and the potato?
African potatoes.
Is
Still
it
remember?
to bring down fever? No, my mother used to put this potato thing with vinegar around your head to bring down fever, and it seemed to help. And there was something about leaves that used to put on your tummy when you had a tummy ache.
And umhlonyane also is a herb, especially now that time of pandemic, COVID.
Yes.
So people are drinking umhlonyane, which helps them a lot.
Oh, it does? Yes, that's wonderful.
Yes.
So, Sybil, that's very interesting. We must, as the program goes along, the show goes along, we must talk a little bit more about the work that you do. And that's a wrap for our show today. The time went by so quickly again. It's International Day for Older Persons. It's the launch of the decade for healthy aging. So we are all on this journey together towards becoming digitally savvy and also aging healthily. Please join us next week again on Old is Gold, where we not only count the years, but we make the years count.
Yeah, sure.